Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday morning. So, hope y'all are awake today. Probably everybody doing a lot like I did yesterday, putting up Christmas trees and Christmas decorations and stuff like that. So, made for a long day, and I never recorded the video last night because I kind of ran out of day. So, hence here we are recording it actually on Saturday morning, believe it or not. So, first wanted to kind of give you all the update on the gathering that is actually going down tomorrow night. Wanted to thank everybody for all their suggestions on people to contact. I contacted every single one that you recommended that I did. We had nearly 30 respond out of probably about 70 that I had contacted. So I'm not going to complain, okay? 42% return rate, not too bad. Definitely some big channels got back, so that was good, getting reach. By the way, I'm calculating it between everybody. If you took combined subscribers from everybody, we probably got about 400,000 subscribers between all the people that are going to participate tomorrow. Obviously, there's some crossover on that, but so I'd say if we've got a combined reach of 300,000 people to start, that's great, and you're one of them, okay? So what we're going to discuss out there is getting everything set up. So game plan, getting a website set up, getting form letters to write for congressmen set up, getting flyers that can be passed around, just all sorts of different things, maybe having interviews on some of our live streams with some of you who've shown success on getting something done and bringing you guys on a live stream so you can share what you've done with the rest of the group so maybe other people can implement the same ideas and we can get better. So this is going to be very interactive with y'all. We need your help, okay? And I know a ton of you have all said, what can I do? I want to do anything, however would be. And believe me, we're going to get you guys involved and do whatever we can. So hang tight. We should know a lot more here probably 48 hours from now. So keep in touch with all the channels that are in there. We're going to try to record the gathering so y'all can listen to it as well. But that way, y'all know what's going on. But I just wanted to give everybody a heads up. This is actually moving forward. Okay, this isn't some pipe dream. Okay. So, what I wanted to talk about today was something that you kind of see in the news, but it doesn't really hit home, okay? It's the Exodus. And this came up to me as I was outside yesterday walking my dog, and I heard a tractor running, okay? And it was 2 properties over. And somebody was out there bush hogging one of the vacant lots, if you will, empty lots. I won't say vacant. And if y'all are in the city and you don't know what a bush hog is machine you put on the front of the tractor. It's like a monster lawnmower that'll take down brush and everything like this, small trees. But clearing the lot so something could be done. So being my inquisitive self, I went over to ask the guy what's going on because I knew who owned the properties. Right? And the guy who was on the tractor, I asked him, I said, hey, did you buy the lot? Whatever. He goes, no. He goes, I'm doing it for the new owner. Like, oh, somebody bought the property. Okay. Now, I know who the previous owner was because he had owned the 3 1-acre parcels next to my property, and I had purchased one of them earlier this year. So I knew he had the other 2 for sale. And so, all right, I know what I paid for the lot. I want to be inquisitive again and see what he sold that lot for. So I got on the property assessor's website and took a look, and lo and behold, it was actually less than I paid for my 1-acre addition. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I still got a great price. So, I mean, I know what these went for originally. Okay. And just to give you guys numbers, originally when the owner bought him, he bought him for $15,000 an acre over here. I bought it from him in May for $9,000. He sold the one here recently for $7,600. So this guy's selling property at a 50% loss at this point, okay? Which got me thinking, it's like, okay, what's going on? So I did a little looking through our entire area here, village, whatever you want to call it. I'd call it a neighborhood, but I mean, it's kind of hard to call it a neighborhood when, you know, you get 7-acre properties and 3-acre properties. It's not like we're some subdivision or something like that. So took a look, and this is what I found. Obviously, the land didn't get any bigger, so here's the numbers. In 2018, 4 properties sold. In 2019, 3 properties sold. In 2020, 12 properties sold. Now, there's only about 50 properties here, okay, maybe 60, ballparkish. But to go from 3 and 4 to 12, okay, so in a worst case scenario, to triple the amount of property that was sold this year doesn't strike me as normal, okay? I mean, it's a very rural area, all right? We're an hour at best outside the nearest major city, Knoxville, okay? The 2 little towns in between that are within a half an hour, let's put it this way, is not exactly the places where you have good paying jobs, okay? You know, they're your typical little towns. They're a grocery store, a hardware store. I mean, one of the 2 has a Walmart. I mean, that's the biggest employer. One town has a decent sized manufacturing facility, okay? So maybe that's about the one job. But this isn't an area where more people come to retire than they do to put up, you know, a home where they're going to travel back and forth to work. So I started thinking, it's like, you know, why are so many people moving to this area? And we've all heard about the exodus from the blue states, okay? I mean, New Jersey has the most exodus from its state this year than any other, okay? New York is second. They've lost nearly 1 million people this year, according to the post office. California is supposed to be right there with them at right about 1 million people. They lost 650,000 last year. And Connecticut's number 4. But, so I'm looking at this going, if so many more people are buying properties here, like I said, 3 to 4 times more than in the past 2 years, why the hell is the price going down? That doesn't make sense. Usually if there's more demand, the price goes up. Okay, we all know, basic economics. The only logical thing I can think of is kind of what I touched on the other day. People are trying to come up with cash, okay? You know, if you don't live on the property, if you don't use the property, if it's just an investment, get out while you can and use the cash. And whatever else you do. Now, I know the guy who owned these properties owns some other ones, and he's trying to sell every one of them. So he's trying to raise cash, and I don't know why. I mean, obviously, that's none of my business. But common business sense tells me you don't buy something and sell it for a 50% loss. So we'll see what it is. But I just found it very interesting that demand is up and prices are going down, okay? And it's not only his property that the prices have gone down. I've looked at some of the other properties that have sold, and they've sold this year for less than the person who bought them originally did. Now, if they overpaid in the first place, that's it. But, you know, there's a trend here. So what I'm saying is people are building cash up. There's a reason for that, okay? When people start stocking cash, you know, you gotta really get into the economics of this, and I'm not going to bore you all with the relationships between things like unemployment and inflation, or on interest rates and inflation. I mean, you want me to put you to sleep? Let me give you an economics lesson. You can go look up that if you're really interested. But that's what I'm seeing. Now, where these people are coming from that are buying these properties was also interesting to me. So I looked all that up, okay? About half of the 12 properties were sold to people from Texas, all from people in Knoxville. Now, okay, maybe it's getting out of the city. Maybe it's buying, a property for a summer vacation. That's understandable. Okay, we're on a lake and whole 9 yards, so it's a good place to spend the summers. But the other ones kind of struck me. One from Florida, two from Kentucky, and then these. One from Ohio, one from North Carolina, and one from Michigan. Now, like I said, these are retirement. I don't want to say retirement, but I mean, my age people live here. Okay, and obviously I'm not retired. Talked to one of the people last weekend or 2 weekends ago, maybe it was, who I welcomed them to the area. They're probably in their mid-30s. Who moves out here, unless you work from home? Who moves out to an area like this where at a minimum you've got an hour commute to get to work for any other purpose rather than I need to get the hell out? Okay. So, food for thought, guys. If you're still looking for property, okay, you're still looking for that bug out location, you can find it, and you can find it cheap, okay? Don't let everybody else get in front of you, because obviously the longer you wait, the less properties are available. But, I look at $7,600 for an acre, okay? Granted, it's not pocket change, but that's the price of a halfway crummy used car. Okay, I mean, yeah, all right, you can probably buy something that'll get you along for 2 years on the road for that money, but $7,600 ain't chump change, but it's not, you got to be J.D. Rockefeller to have it either. So if you're looking to move, to find somewhere to get out of this, look soon, because obviously other people are moving already, okay? Granted, even if you got out of the city, I don't care if you're in downtown Manhattan or downtown Chicago and you moved out to the middle of freaking nowhere. You can move out to Wyoming, which has got a population of 600,000 people for the whole state, okay? Yeah, you can really hide, but you're never getting away completely, okay? There is no such thing as, I'm off the grid is one thing, but not known by anybody, that's not, don't even believe that's possible, okay? Not in this day and age. You own property, you got property insurance, or property taxes, you can be found, okay? You drive a car, you got a driver's license, you can be found. So don't ever think that I'm just going to disappear from the face of the earth and nobody will know I'm here. Yeah, they know you're here, okay? You can get away from the craziness, but you can't get away from the government. So, wanted to put that one out there this morning. Sorry, this one's up a little bit late. Like I said, I was busy yesterday, and I do have a life. So, hope you all have a great Saturday. Talk to you soon. Pinball out.